How you guys doing, and welcome to another Arc Garage video. If you want to see more Alfa Romeo related content, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you already didn't. In today's video I'm going to be restoring the steering wheel buttons on my Alfa Romeo GT. As you can see right here, they are badly worn, and I also have one more issue. The plastic behind is also cracked and the color is worn out as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take everything apart, I'm gonna fix the plastic, repaint it, and I'm gonna fit the new rubber buttons. So we are basically gonna go from this right here to this in only a couple hours of work. Now situation on the other side is not as bad, but honestly that doesn't really matter. Since we are going to be removing the airbag and disconnecting the battery, it's always a good idea to have the radio code with you. And also, since I have a detailed video on how to remove the airbag, this one right here is going to be the fast forwarded version. To do this job properly, we're going to need several things. The main ones are these buttons right here. I got two sets, both for my GT and for my 147 as well. When it comes to tools, you're gonna need a 10mm spanner. You are also gonna need a 5mm Allen socket or Allen key. I'm using this socket in combination with a small extension and a 1/4-inch ratchet. You're also gonna need a small flathead screwdriver. Alright, now that I got the airbag removed, the first thing that I gotta do is undo these two connectors right here. Now there are no safety clips, so all you gotta do is pull them off like this. Now to remove the buttons, all you gotta do is pull them off using your fingers. I don't recommend using any tools because you might damage some of the plastic pieces. The buttons are held in with these pins right here. Now be extremely careful with this wiring. There's a plastic piece which goes around the steering wheel. Now the connector gets caught up on it. All you have to do is pull up this plastic piece and push the connector through it. Just like this. Now I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna pull off the buttons. And I'm gonna push the connector out. And we got both of the sides off. Since I'm going to repaint all of the trim pieces, I'm gonna remove this bottom piece as well. As you can see right here, this one is held in by 4 of those pins. Moving on to the disassembly. Now I gotta mention that you gotta be extremely careful so you don't break any of the plastic pieces. The whole thing is held together with these two plastic clips right here and with this plastic pin right on the back. To take it apart, place your flathead screwdriver right here and pry off the plastic clip. Now do the same thing on the other side, but pay attention to the wiring so you don't damage it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side as well. Again, I'm gonna take my flathead screwdriver and pry off the plastic clips from the inside. I got one more issue on this side that I forgot to mention, and it's in regard to the volume control buttons. The issue is that I gotta push them real hard to increase or decrease the volume. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some new buttons, and I'm gonna take this piece as well as the new buttons to my friend so he can solder them in for me. As I said before, this plastic piece is also cracked, as you can see right here. I'm gonna glue this piece, and as I mentioned before, I'm gonna repaint all of the trim pieces. Moving on to the painting, I'm gonna start by sanding all of the trim pieces down with a 1000 grit sandpaper. Before I apply any primer or paint, I'm gonna wipe everything down with a 70% alcohol. Before I put 2 layers of paint, I'm gonna apply 1 layer of plastic primer. Moving on to the painting, I'm using this silver paint, which is pretty much identical to the factory trim color. Here goes the second layer. I've let all of the pieces dry for 24 hours before assembly. As you can see, they came out looking great. This silver looks amazing. Even the piece that was broken came out great as well. And finally, it's time for assembly. Just as with disassembly, be very careful. These plastic pieces are brittle and they can break easily. I'm gonna start with the left side piece that was broken. Now all we gotta do is place it like this and press it in until you hear the click from the plastic lips. And there we go. Now try out the buttons. Now remember, this was the side that was repaired with the new buttons, and everything looks great. Moving on to the other side, I'm gonna add new rubber piece. Again, place the plastic pin in first and make sure, as you can see, there are these small holes on the wiring plastic which are supposed to hold the piece in. Now place the pin inside and press it again. And there we go. Just in case, try everything out, make sure that all of the buttons work. Now I'm going to assemble everything and we're gonna check out the final result. And here are the new buttons. As you can see right here, they look as good as new. I'm more than satisfied with the results. Everything came out great. I don't know if you noticed, but I've painted the leather on the steering wheel as well. I'm gonna cover that in one of our next videos, and I'm gonna put the link in the description. That would be all for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button and support our channel by subscribing.